Upgrades.
Fantasia, hey, how are you doing?
I'm good, Sam. How are you?
Well, I'm Samuel with JVS Media Productions. You were a gem in this film. You were so amazing. The biggest thing that I felt was like the vulnerability in the quiet moments, like the subtle moments, like you really were expressive with every single moment, even in the dream moments where she was really able to fully be herself. I wanted to kind of pick apart for you, like the moment you decided to come back to the role and kind of Blitz convinced you, and you had to reconnect with this story. Can you kind of explain like your process going back and recultivating what it means to be Steely for you now,
Yeah.
and then what you feel like is the fruit that you were kind of blessed with coming out of it? That's what I'd like to hear from
Come on, man. Good question. Okay, let's go there. Let's play. So, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100. I had just started what they call traumatic therapy before they asked me to play Celie. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but traumatic therapy is when they go back into your childhood and begin to try to help you heal from things that you went through or suppressed, forgotten about, that are maybe hindering you in your adult life. I had to stop that.
you.
Okay, so instead of me talking to my therapist, Celie was my therapist. I gave her young
Wow.
Fantasia. Now that wasn't easy. Okay, which is why when they called me, I was like, nah, 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 y'all tripping. I'm not coming back. But it was actually a dope experience, big bro, because there was a lot of outer body experiences with me allowing Celie to handle young Fantasia. We were at CinemaCom in Vegas and they were asking us, I think Oprah asked the question, like, what do you think people are gonna take from this movie this time? And I was like, people are gonna be healed. When I played it on Broadway, I was so young.
Hmm.
Okay, I was young. That was my first Broadway show I had ever seen.
Right.
Okay, I knew the movie, but I'd never done Broadway. So they put me up on stage. I'm young. My life is in shambles. So is Celie's. Two crosses, carrying it heavy. Get me out of here now, right? Broadway also is so fast, fast, fast
Yeah.
once the show starts. So you can kind of sit with it, but not really. Not like how it is on a movie set.
Yeah.
I always used to hear Blitz yell out, let it breathe. And I'm like,
Mm,
yo, meaning we were able to sit in these moments
mm.
where it's
No.
quiet on set and you're sitting with these characters and you're feeling it. And again, I told you, I allowed Celie to be young Fantasia's therapist. So I walked away whole and healed. When I would say that, people were like, yo, what do you mean? We thought you were healed. You're married, you're looking good, you're happy. But they didn't know that, yeah, I'm there, but I'm also working on myself through traumatic therapy. And I was ready to be fully healed. And Celie stopped that process with Dr. Anita Phillips, who is my therapist, who is
Mm,
one of the best. She stopped that process and she took over.
mm,
So that was different, bro. I had never experienced that. First movie. You understand? Playing
yeah.
Celie, coming back now, being married, being a mother of three now, and my stepson in there, my doggy in there, my two grandbabies. I looked at everything totally different. This was a new Celie. This wasn't the same Celie from Broadway or the movie. He gave her an imagination as well. So now you guys are able to see Celie process and work through her stuff in a different way, which is how life really goes. We
Mm,
don't go through things and not imagine ourselves out of it. We don't
hmm.
lose money and not imagine ourselves with some money. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to have that part of our lives to see ourselves in different places, and he gave that to Celie this time. So this was totally different for me. I walked away healed. I walked away whole, and Celie's dear to me. I talk about her like she's sitting right here, and that's weird, I know, but she's dear to me. We're like this. We relate in so many ways.
No, the last 5 minutes of that movie, I was gonna identify healing. So it's perfect the way
Oh,
you described
wait,
it. So
say that
thank
again.
you.
Say that again.
The
You
the last 5 minutes of that movie, I processed it for me, and I feel others will healing.
did
And
y'all hear that? Okay. No, that makes me so happy, and I know you gotta go, but that makes me so happy because we all totally surrendered, and it was 6 months, hard, very hard. We were on sets that still had slave houses. You
mm,
understand? Like we surrendered our bodies over to our ancestors, and that was not easy. So
mm,
thank you for saying that. That means job well done. Yeah,
no problem. Thank
yeah.
you so much. Congratulations.
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, you too. Take care.
Rated PG-13.